and they win the NFC South.
What's good, everybody? Let's talk some Tampa sports. Multitasking right now. We're going to make this video. This game is winding down. You'll be able to watch the updates here on my ticker. I'll kind of follow along as we go. Right now it's 14-14, minute 15 left. The Bucs just got a first down. Usually don't wear those during videos. Those are my blue light glasses, so all this time I spend looking at multiple monitors, my eyes don't fry. But let's talk about this preseason game, man, because it started off hot. I mean, 21 points in that first quarter combined between the two teams, and then 7 points in the 3 quarters since. Hopefully, it'll be 10 when Chase McLaughlin, knocks through a game-winning field goal here. So let's just start up from the top. Game begins. It's announced Teddy Bridgewater is going to be playing with the starters, and that means starters minus Mike Evans, of course, Tristan Wirfs, and everyone else is pretty much good to go. Obviously, Chris Godwin, but Bucky's in. The rest of the offensive line. Looking at Bredesen, Barton, Mock, Gadecki, McMillan, not for much time, Ibuka. So Teddy B is getting the start. Teddy Two Gloves. He goes out there, and that first drive is just like, oof. It looked like someone who it was his first drive with a brand new team. He's only been there for 2 weeks. That's exactly what it looked like. They go 3 and out. Very quick, very easy. Nothing happened. They get the ball back, and then it's really just a hospital ball just tossed up to Jalen McMillan, who somehow holds on to it. He has to exit the game with a back injury and is being evaluated for a concussion. Thankfully, scary play, able to walk off on his own power, seemed to be in good spirits based on what everyone is saying, so hopeful there. Like I said, exited the game though, did not return. It's just not something you want to see. Absolute hospital ball from Teddy Bridgewater. And we're going to talk about the good Teddy Bridgewater too, but it's just amazing to me how this guy has 0 zip on his passes, and he's still successful at this level. It's crazy. It's all touch. It's all precision. 0 zip on his passes. Continuing with the updates, they're just kneeling out the clock now to set up this game-winning field goal for Chase McLaughlin, so we'll check into that when that happens, ticking down from 15 seconds now, and then they'll call that timeout. So the good from Teddy Bridgewater. I mean, the first touchdown, nice, clean, beautiful touch, all the things I just said, precise pass, good coverage by the linebacker to Bucky Irving, who ended up going out wide and just, running that 9 route and outplaying the linebacker that was guarding him and scoring that touchdown. I mean, perfect by both sides, great throw, great catch by Bucky, showing his skill, being able to haul that in. And Chase McLaughlin is setting up for this game-winning field goal to put the Bucs at 2-0 in the preseason. Snap, hold. It's Chase McLaughlin. Like, it's automatic. So Bucs win 17-14. That is now official. That second touchdown, of course, Emeka Ibuka with his first touchdown with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, just so happens to be in the same exact stadium as Mike Evans when he scored his first touchdown as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. And I believe it was the same exact end zone that Mike Evans scored in as well, just opposite sides of the end zone. And, a fade route as well. Like, are the stars not aligning for you in your head right now? There we go for the ticker. It is official, 17-14. But yes, the passing attack looked good. Sterling Shepard had a pretty good game as well in there with the starters with Teddy Bridgewater. So overall, I thought all of that looked good. The pass rush didn't seem to be too much for this offensive line with Charlie Heck. There was some moments here and there where, Teddy Bridgewater's pretty good at, being aware of what's coming at him, the timing in his head. He's a veteran. He's played on so many teams. He's been a coach of a high school football team. He knows when to get rid of the ball, and it didn't really bother him at all, any of that pass rush. So that's a good thing. And then just to play the flip side, while this starting offense, obviously no Baker, no Mike, etc., put up 14 points in the first quarter on I'm not going to call it the starting defense of the Pittsburgh Steelers, somewhat of a starting defense of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Very impressive. The flip side of that is the run game. Honestly, all night long. Not just the starters, but going from Bucky to Tucker, Josh Williams to Owen Wright, none of them could really get anything going consistently. Maybe there was a good couple pops here and there. I know Josh Williams looked a little good on a couple plays. Sean Tucker looked good on a couple plays. But really, compared to preseason game 1, where that run game was just consistent all game long, this game really was not like that. So going over to our friendly neighborhood box score, Kyle Trask came in after Teddy Bridgewater. So Teddy Bridgewater's final line, 6 for 11, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 119 quarterback rating. Kyle Trask, bit more rough of a day compared to that game 1 where Kyle Trask looked fantastic. So 3 for 10 for 19 yards, and did get sacked one time. Connor Bazelak, 14 for 18, 106. Neither of them ended up scoring a touchdown. And like I said, with that running game, there really wasn't much to see. Like I said, Josh Williams probably had the most pop. He had a 10-yard run. That was the longest of the day. Bucky, 8 for 12. That's nothing you want to see. Sean Tucker, 4 for 6. Both of them a 1.5-yard average. Not digging and looking too deep into this. It is preseason. We're just playing things by how we see it. We still need to go and do our film session for the week and see blocking issues, like what caused this 1.5-yard average to happen on 8 carries for Bucky Irving. But let's not overreact. It's preseason game 2. Bucky Irving's first time playing. The starting offensive line, first time playing. Like, you know, it's gonna happen. This is what preseason is for. Like I said, Sterling Shepard had a nice day today. 3 for 47, 27-yard long. That was the longest catch of the day for the Buccaneers, and I believe that was on a 4th down, if I remember correctly. So big play there. Garrett Green, 3 for 25, not bad there. Tez Johnson, his first time playing for the Buccaneers, 4 for 24 in the receiving department. I believe he did have one drop. Did have one very nice kick return, and then had one punt return, and then did have one punt return where it led to a turnover, just trying to make a play that really wasn't there. You just need to let the ball pass, bounce however far it bounces, and you live with it. Try to do a little bit too much. Rookie mistake. You can see as he exits to the sideline, he's just jogging off, right? You got that first coach giving him that pat, like that little speech, tap him on the head. Then he goes to the next coach, tap him, head, it'll be okay. Just keep it going, Tez. Like, you got this. All right, go to the next coach, tap him. Keep, like, everyone has faith in Tez Johnson. They're not going to get on him just off this one mistake. They'll just let him know, hey, you know you're better than that. Keep it moving next time. And Tez Johnson, I have trust in him. He's not going to, we're not going to see that again next week. Promise you that. All right, let's get into the defensive starters now. Overall, I think it looked pretty good. The first drive, 3 plays in, Zion McCollum, interception. Like, the playmaking is what the talk has been on defense all offseason. It has to get better. The turnover margins have to get better. And seeing Zion McCollum in his first action of the season get that interception, it's not even like he jumped up and like caught it with his body. Like, no, he got cut in front of the receiver, clean catch with the hands, and went running downfield. Like, that is exactly what we need from our cornerback 1. All right, excuse me. 2 plays in is when Zion McCollum got that interception on defense. So there you go. That's the first drive defensively. Second drive defensively, 3 plays, 9 yards. It's the 3 and out. Give the ball back to the offense. Very good stuff there. Kenneth Gainwell, rush for 1 yard. Logan Hall and Diaby there. Kenneth Gainwell, rush for 1 yard. Deion Jones and Safrasier Dennis there. Mason Rudolph scrambles for 7 yards. Yaya Diaby able to stop him there. So, boom, there's your 3 and out, and the Bucs are able to score a touchdown again. So, this is exactly what we need from this defense, being able to get stops, just get off the field on 3rd down, which obviously was an issue last year, and then make plays, cause turnovers, which obviously was a problem last year. So being able to see the starters come out immediately and do both of those things, back-to-back drives, both of them resulting in a touchdown both times, perfect. That's all I need to see from the defense, the starting unit. I'm good. There was one more drive, though. Let's not forget about that one. Jamel Dean. This is what we'll just call the Jamel Dean drive. Mason Rudolph, deep to Roman Wilson, 42 yards. The next play, Mason Rudolph throws it deep again, pass interference on Jamel Dean. The next play, Mason Rudolph, they're on the 2-yard line now, throws it, touchdown, in coverage, Jamel Dean. That one I'll need to take a little bit more of a look at to see if they're playing man or zone. I only watched the play one time, asked the play actually happened, so that I want to take another look at. But either way, those first two plays, getting beat by Roman Wilson, 42 yards, and then immediately following that up with a defensive pass interference, that puts them on the 2-yard line. So 42 yards, 19 yards, 42 plus 19. Nobody tell me. That's 61 yards in 2 plays from Jamel Dean. Come on, man. But that's why I said when, talking about the starters overall, I'm good. I'm happy with it. This right here was enough for me. Those first 2 drives, whatever. The Jamel Dean drive happened. We still have yet to see Benjamin Morrison. I really hope we can see him in the final preseason game. It seems like this hammy is kind of sticking around for a little bit longer than I would like personally. I know those injuries can be tricky, but yeah, I'd love to see him in that starting unit soon to go along with, my goodness, Jacob Parrish. Oh my God. He's going to be a starter. That guy's going to be a starter. Today he showed it all. Being able to get some tackles in the run game, more pass breakups. It just looks clean. It looks natural. He knows what he's supposed to be doing. And the game just comes to him free-flowingly. It's from a 3rd-round pick rookie. Like, he looks good. Playing inside and outside. The versatility that Todd Bowles is demanding at this point. Yeah. Jacob Parrish. What a pick. We're in preseason game 2 and I'm already saying that. I have nothing bad to say about that. Jacob Parrish, yes. Yes. Another guy I want to shout out, same position as Jacob Parrish, so showing a little bit of depth there. Kendall Vildor had that interception, had some pass breakups. Let's see if I can see how many pass. Yeah, so 2 pass breakups. Let me pull that up for you right here. Right there. And then he, of course, had that interception, like I said. In the run game, had some good moments. I think maybe 1 or 2 plays where you would have liked to see a little bit better of an effort when it comes to just form tackling as a corner. But outside of that, I mean, he had to play a ton of snaps today just because of the lack of bodies, I guess you could say. Like Benjamin Morrison, injured. Bryce Hall did not play. Roman Perotti did not play. And then obviously McCollum and Dean were going to be out after the first 3 drives. So he had to play a ton of snaps. So getting in there playing defense and special teams, good performance. Very good performance from Kendall Vildor. Shout out Chris Braswell. We asked it of him. Borderline demanded it of him. We need to see a sack. We need to see a sack in this game coming out of, the first game where it was really just, showing some good stuff in the run game, not necessarily in the pass rush. We basically demanded it. We needed to see a sack against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we got our sack from Chris Braswell against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, shout out Chris Braswell. Let's give another shout out to Antonio Greer Jr. If a USF guy makes a play, I'm going to shout him out. I went to USF, graduated from USF, so shout out Antonio Greer Jr. for getting that interception at the end of the game that ends up leading to the Chase McLaughlin game-winning field goal. Let's go, Antonio. Just scrolling through here to make sure I'm not missing anything big, and I don't think I am. Starters offensively, happy with it. Starters defensively, very happy with it, outside of Jamel Dean. I don't even want to have to call him out like this because I'm not that type of person to be like, Jamel Dean, you're horrible, you're trash. Like, I'm not even that type of guy. But the whole drive was, like, I just got to call it how it is. Backups, offensively, You see a 0 here in the second, a 0 here in the third, and that 3 in the fourth was only because of an Antonio Greer interception. So, backups defensively, I'd say did a pretty good job. They do give up a touchdown here, but overall, pretty good job from the defense. So that's going to be it for me. Tomorrow, I'll be re-watching this game, and I'll put together some clips, and we'll have our film session on Monday. So stay tuned for that, and throughout the week, we'll continue talking Bucs, continue leading up to the Buffalo Bills, final preseason game of the year, and that will be next Saturday at Raymond James Stadium at 7:30. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave your comments down below. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Go Bucs. Y'all have a blessed one.
Hey, hey, Tampa Bay.